Welcome to the video of Module 3, Digital Culture Promotion on Social Media and Beyond. In the module, you will be introduced to the risks and benefits of social media and learn in what ways social media are relevant for online businesses and artists. This video will give you an introduction by briefly explaining social media benefits and side effects, the digital economy, digital audiences, and digital art. One of the most important things that we use the online world for is to interact with others. Online networking currently accounts for 28% of all time spent online. Primary networking tools are, of course, social media platforms, which now play a critical role in our private and professional lives. The number of monthly active social media users worldwide keeps growing, from 3.9 billion in July 2020 to 4.3 billion in April 2021. Every single day, humanity collectively spends an astounding 39,000 hours on Facebook alone. People around the world now have online identities and profiles which coexist with their offline personalities. We can gather and share information, advocate for causes we believe in, expand our social networks, build a following, and generate revenue with our online profiles. But despite all the amazing opportunities that we are offered, there are possible downsides to social media that we need to keep in mind. To understand them, we need to first look at how such platforms operate. Social media and its users exist in an interdependent relationship. Users need platforms to participate in digital culture, and platforms need users to generate revenue. However, the ones that actually pay social media platforms are often not the users, but third-party advertisers. This is a thing to keep in mind. The way to make platforms attractive to advertisers is to keep users on the site for as long as possible and to make them watch ads. As a consequence, social media works with sensational news feeds and reward mechanisms such as views, shares, or likes to keep you on the site. This is so effective that it can easily develop into a full-blown social media addiction that is mentally damaging and hard to get out of. A widely used way to pick content that will keep us hooked are content recommender systems. These systems are a form of AI or self-learning algorithms. They automatically collect and compute data to get better at finding content that engages us. There are two main strategies that recommender systems usually follow. Content-based filtering. In this approach, items like articles, videos, or content are tagged with labels like iPhone, smartphone, and so on. The recommender system collects all the labels from things you have clicked on, liked, downloaded, or purchased. From this, it makes inferences on what else you might like. User-based or collaborative filtering. Here, recommender systems collect preferences of all users on a site and use them to infer what individuals might like. The result is the typical other users also bought that you find on Amazon. Aside from this, there's also hybrid recommender systems. These use more than one strategy to filter content. We should also be aware that the collection of information by recommender systems is not limited to the site they operate on. Websites use cookies that follow us around the internet and then report back to the website what we've been up to. At the same time, recommender systems very much create the small window through which we get to see the internet. If you and your friend Google the same term, your search results might look very different. This issue of us receiving different information is further enhanced through so-called echo chambers. We tend to follow people who share our beliefs and confirm our already held opinions. This can easily decrease our exposure to opposing viewpoints and the creation of productive debates. To avoid the negative impacts that can come with social media use, it is important to reflect on potential dangers and on our engagement with platforms. View your newsfeed critically. Ask yourself what reaction an article wants to get out of you. Who wrote it? Who shared it? Try to follow some people who have opposing opinions to your own and who share factual information. The digital economy, opposed to the traditional one, relies on people's connectedness online. TechCrunch remarks, Uber, the world's largest taxi company, owns no vehicles. Facebook, the world's most popular media owner, creates no content. Alibaba, the most valuable retailer, has no inventory. And Airbnb, the world's largest accommodation provider, owns no real estate. This points to a very interesting development. Many digital businesses no longer produce goods or provide services themselves. Instead, they only offer the exchange platform that connects people who offer things with people who want those things. Revenue for the platform is either generated through advertisements that reach all people on the site or by demanding a percentage of all transactions conducted through the site. This means that platforms heavily rely on the so-called networking effect. They increase their value the more users they have, and new users also come more easily if there already are a lot of users. In other words, users are the site's main capital that they need to grow and maintain. But traditional economy enterprises, too, increasingly use social media. In 2019, 53% of European enterprises used at least one social media platform. Businesses can follow a three-step process to use social media to their benefit. Social media monitoring. First, companies monitor and analyze what is being said about them on social media. This helps them understand the general standing of their brand and what people do or do not like about it. Social listening. Next, businesses try to understand their audience. For example, by checking relevant hashtags to see what people talk about and share. This can help understand customers' interests, emotions, and needs that could be addressed with new offers. Social media intelligence. Finally, building from the insights gathered from social media monitoring and listening, new products, marketing solutions, or communication strategies are developed. Defining and narrowing down a target audience is an important step of laying out a solid social media strategy for a business. However, some companies, like those that sell vegan food or cat toys, have an easier time doing so than companies with an inherently large audience. A basic guideline in the brainstorming process for a campaign are the 5 W's: who, what, where, when, and why. More precisely, the things to be considered are the goals. What exactly are the desired outcomes of the campaign? Gaining followers, likes, or clicks? Increasing engagement or sales? Getting people to subscribe or become members of something? The audience. Which people will be relevant for achieving the set goal? Here, we determine between demographic targeting, meaning defining the audience by age, gender, income, etc., and psychographic targeting, which specifies the interests, personality, and beliefs of potential audiences. The strategy. How are you going to achieve your goals? What type of campaign and messaging tactics are going to be used to reach the target audience? Art is an inherent part of digital culture. Easy-to-use tools for the creation of music, graphics, or websites are more widely available than ever. Additionally, social media allows small and aspiring artists to get their creations out there, to grow a following, and to receive commissions. This way, the digital world has allowed the art community to diversify greatly, because creators of art no longer rely on the recognition of collectors, organizers, or exhibitors to be seen. In principle, digital art only varies from traditional art in the tools that are used to create it. It encompasses a variety of art forms like digital painting, digital photography and photo editing, integrated digital art, meaning digital collages, 2D and 3D computer graphics, computer-generated fractal and algorithmic art, and more. Like digital businesses, digital artists heavily rely on social media to find an audience, to spread their work, and to gain recognition. So they too should be thinking about strategic ways to reach people and to create an income from their work. This video has given you an overview of Module 3. digital culture promotion and social media, and beyond. In the module, you will find in-depth information on all the topics that we outlined here, and on some more themes like social capital and social connectivity. We hope you enjoy it and see you back for the next one.